wasn't expecting it.
You have the nerve. You have the gall. You have the audacity to tell Karen that she needs to apologize to Robin. Giselle, I'm about to disperse a check. First and Hello, good people. We are back. Welcome back to another episode of RHOBH where tea is served and checks are dispersed, honey. My name is Diana.
And my name is Mare. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. You know it. We are your hosts of the RHOBH podcast, and we are here to continue on with our Bravo, all things Bravo. We're going to be talking Beverly Hills. We're going to be talking Salt Lake City. We're going to be talking Miami, and we're going to be talking a little teeny bit of Potomac. Okay?
Definitely a little teeny bit of Potomac.
Yeah. Before we get to that.
What are we drinking?
Before we get to that. Oh, Mary, what you drinking, girl?
H2O, and H2O.
Mare.
What? I drank too much coffee. So
I'm drinking H2O as well. I'm drinking water as well.
Yes!
I had a lot of wine this weekend, so H2O it is for me.
Amen to that. Water. There is no other liquid substance as good as water for your body. So drink that water, keep your skin tight and glowing, okay?
Oh, excuse me. Oh, Lord.
And make sure that your kidneys are functioning. Okay.
Yes to the kidneys, please. Yes, kidney functionality.
Yes.
Mare, give us an update on Married at First Sight.
Woo! Okay. So, Married at First Sight, I think it's the second episode. Yeah, the second episode has already happened. So the couples have now progressed to going to their honeymoon, which is in Mexico. Literally, I think all these reality shows, all they do is go to Mexico. I feel like they don't have anywhere else to go, which is sad. We got a couple of things happening. One of the couples, Cameron and Claire, which I told everybody to watch out for because there's a little bit of tea that I have to drop about them later on, or about him later on. She is not really like feeling like he's attracted to her.
Huh?
She's like 5 feet tall, right? So he's like a foot taller than her. And one of the things that happened is that she's carrying the suitcases, all of her suitcases. She has a lot. He only carried this little carry-on roller bag. Do you know that this man did not even offer to help her carry every piece of luggage that she had?
No.
Yes. And he seemingly did not realize that was problematic.
Oh.
I was like, okay. Right? And I'm like, okay. This is not what a man does. I'm sorry. Like, that's not what a man does. No, it's so pathetic. And when they were in the van going to the airport, so remember the Black and Native American couple, Lauren and Orion, which I know that there's going to be a scandal that's going to happen later on this season. Cameron said something.
Someone had said something in one of our comments on social media.
Yes.
Was it true?
I don't know if it's true, but it seems like it is going to be true. Because let me just remind everybody, Lauren is bisexual. Right? So she likes men and women, but when she said is like whoever she gets married to, she's going to stay faithful to them. So it's like that might not happen. So
I mean, what the comments are. Right.
So Cameron, when they were on the bus, he had said something very insensitive about Lauren's that is insensitive towards Lauren's fiance. He says, when we get to Mexico, we have to be sure not to get off the reservation.
What?
Yeah. Like,
he said that?
He said that. And
did he know this was being filmed?
Yes. Then he looked at Lauren's fiance, Orion, who's the Native American of the bunch, and said, I'm sorry. I don't know. Did he even say I'm sorry? He was like, oh no, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean that. And then Orion was like, it's okay.
No.
I can appreciate ignorance.
Oh,
like he's like, I can appreciate ignorance. And then Cameron was like, well, what about willful ignorance? It was like, when I tell you, like,
do you know that what you know what that reminds me of? There was when I was in college. Oh my goodness, it was funny. Not funny, excuse me. It's not funny, but I'm like, what's going on? You know, you get to a point as a Black person where white people's reactions to things, you're just like,
yes,
are you?
Yes.
So I was in college, and I don't somehow, some way, slavery got brought up. I was the only Black person in
the room.
In the room. And I will never forget, it's probably a room full of 15 to 20 students. The teacher looked at me and said, you know, Diana, slavery. And my heart, jaw, and everything was like, and then I picked it right back up, got my good sense, remembered that 2 days before that, there was a project that we had to do. And I said, oh, I think I'm going to do my project on the civil rights era.
Okay.
So I think maybe like the teacher had conflated that with slavery or something and used that as her point of connection with me in the middle of class. And all of these white students are looking at me like, what's she about to say? What's she about to say? What's she about to say? And I'm like, what am I about to say? Because what is going on? So yeah, so then I realized that this woman was trying to form a connection with me or whatever. But still, I'm like, this is still a little bit of wrong because like you're just conflating, you know, issues, right?
Yes.
Girl. But you know, I was also in a place that was a willfully ignorant place. So
girl.
But it was so funny to see all the white people come up to me like, I can't believe she said that.
I can't believe she said that.
I can't believe she said that.
Oh my gosh. But you know, like it's in those moments where why didn't you speak up? Why didn't you say something?
Can you say?
Why didn't you raise your hand?
Say it a little bit louder for the folks in the back, because I don't think they can hear you so well.
Why didn't you speak up?
You know, that reminds me of a good old place that I used to work, and white people come up after like these, you know, diversity discussions, consciousness discussions, and be like, I really like what you said during the conversation.
Why are you whispering?
Why didn't you say anything?
Why are you whispering?
Yeah, why are you whispering? And why didn't you say anything during the conversation? Why didn't you say anything? Huh?
Literally.
Anyways, girl.
Yes.
No, this man is not problematic. What? Publicly, willfully, and okay with it.
And okay with it. And okay with it. And the one thing I didn't like was that I know that Lauren, Orion's wife, she was laughing at it.
Eek.
And I was like, oh no.
Oh my
word.
Like,
we do not laugh at this because she's trying to like kind of like brush it aside. But these are the moments where we have to step up, and you have to just educate in that moment. You just have to.
Yeah,
like, you can't. That was rude. It was so rude. Reservation.
That's so problematic. And, you know, right in line with like problematic television, I guess we could start talking about Potomac.
Yes, we can.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. It should be Real Housewives of Problematic at this point, because this show has now, it's just going down and down. I think like at some point season 5, or season 4 maybe, I can't remember what season it was. Potomac was like one of the top franchises, and I was like, yes, this is my favorite one. I think like they're gonna hold this spot, and they just disappoint.
Girl,
week by week, season by season, it just keeps going down to like the worst, and they're reaching a place of y'all are just problematic. And I'm tired.
No, like I agree. I can. Me and Diana have offline conversations all the time, and every single offline conversation that I've had so far since this whole entire planned demolition of Wendy Osefo, right, has started occurring, I am so irate. Like Potomac is not light, airy, and fun, right? Potomac makes us feel really just angered, and it feels like Diana would say is a spirit of heaviness on us every single time that we have to watch these episodes. For me, like I said, I am a positive ageist. I created that term. I don't care. What I am going to always say, act your age. Act your age.
Not your shoe size.
Not your shoe size.
I really want to say that. I really want to say that.
Act your age. Green-eyed bandit person, half of them. She's almost 60, right? The other one is in her 40s, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
You are too old. There are women who are in their 40s who are literally grandmothers.
Girl.
Okay? You are too old to continue to behave that way. And envy is a green-eyed monster in and of itself. The way that Giselle cannot get over how Wendy handled her in season 6 when she came for Wendy's husband and family.
Yep.
Wendy handled you. And you can't handle it.
Yeah.
You it's just like, but it shows every time you look at Wendy, it is a reminder that she is what you could never be. Period.
Honestly, sorry. Because Auntie is fucking.
I'm upset. Like, I'm actually upset. And it's like, I have to ask Diana, how many times I asked you this question? I'm like, I know it's reality TV, but is this how they act in real life? Because if this is how they act in real life,
girl,
we don't even associate with these people. These people, they are not cut from the same cloth.
Don't know where they live at all.
Behaves like that. Like, I am appalled. I am disgusted. This is grotesque behavior. Since season 6, you came for her family. She settled you straight. Season 7, you guys conspired with Mia, the idiot. I'm so sorry to say that. She is a dolt, okay? You conspired and made her become the person that is going to be utilized to bring Wendy down to a level that she doesn't need to be. I am so happy that security guard reminded Wendy, you are better than this. Do not allow them to bring you down to that area, in that place. That was a great reminder. People behind the scenes know exactly who is who.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 8, you want to bring Nneka? You want to bring her? And cause a division between these two women? I'm over it. I'm over it. Because this type of behavior it's uncalled for. If you don't like somebody, just move on. You don't need revenge. But you know what? As the good Lord says, revenge is mine. And that is how Wendy is going to handle this season.
So
that is it.
Let me say this. Let me say that this is not uncommon for this group of women. Specifically, when I say group of women, the 3 that I'm talking about are Robin, Giselle, and Ashley. Please do yourself a favor and find us on social media and block us. I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
Go, girl.
Do yourself a favor and do that.
Let's go.
Because I'm not going to hold my tongue for none of you. Okay? So let's start with this. First and foremost, you guys did it with Monique. You tried to befriend her. You did all this nonsense just to conjure up this disgusting rumor that her trainer is the father of her child.
Of her children.
Disgusting.
Yep.
Disgusting.
Yep.
Push this woman to the edge. And pitted Candace against her, because remember, these two were actually friends.
Actual friends. Yes.
They were friends. Pitted Candace against her. Wonderful. Moving on. Did the same thing now with Wendy. And Monique warned Wendy. She said, Wendy, watch out.
That's true.
Because
she did
they're
warn
coming
her.
for you.
She did warn her.
And just as she said it, and just as she wrote it, that's how it was. So, I cannot for the life of me understand the Wendy hatred. And I think I'm actually going to do a TikTok about this because I need to understand the timeline of events. People are so, I did not realize until I see our comments section and some people like just, a few spats of ignorance in the comments, and people really are out here mad at Wendy's intelligence.
You know why? Because
can I say this? There was a quote. I don't know who said this quote. But somebody said this quote. They said the most dangerous person in this world is an educated Black woman.
Amen. Amen.
And I did not realize, when I heard that quote, I was just like, yeah, we fly, whatever. I did not realize how much, like, Wendy is the personification of what they hate.
Absolutely.
And I did not realize that the hatred was real. And the actual hatred, especially from Giselle, is sickening. Now, on this episode, we get to see Wendy come into Ashley's housewarming party. And we see that, like, the women are in some type of line. I don't know if they're in elementary school or what's going on, but they're in a line somewhere doing whatever. And Wendy walks in. She greets Ashley. She greets Karen and proceeds to greet Charisse. When she is going to greet Karen, Giselle steps back with like a nasty aura and a nasty look on her face. Ma'am.
Jealousy.
What is it? I think it was Meredith that said it, or Lisa Barlow. I don't know who said it. Jealousy is a disease, so get well soon.
I love it.
Jealousy is a disease. Get well soon.
I think it was nasty. Meredith. It sounds like a Meredith thing to say.
Yeah, it's very nasty behavior. It's very, very nasty behavior because you decided that you wanted to bring up rumors about her husband. And Giselle, I can understand Giselle saying something. I think what she said at reunion, that she didn't believe the rumors. She didn't believe the rumors. But Wendy's response is, the same blog actually said that you had an STD. Why didn't you bring those up? Ooh. There are so many rumors out there about Giselle. Why don't you ever bring those up, Giselle?
Ooh, because
why don't you ever bring those up? Because it's just nasty.
She is nasty. She's a nasty person.
She's a nasty person. Nasty,
and she's a
gutter
fraud
of a human.
And she's a fraud. And she's a fraud. And normally I don't say words like this, but she's a fraud. Just like how Monique had said it on her last reunion. You're a fraud. You're a fake and you are a fraud. She's disgusting. And you know what? She is going to reap what she sows.
She sows.
I'm sorry.
She will.
She's going to reap it.
Wendy said it. The life you're living now is God paying you back for all the BS that you've done.
I still can't imagine she was somebody's first lady. That part.
You better speak on. What does Kay say? Speak on it. Speak on it.
Can't believe she was somebody's first lady. I'm going to be praying for all those souls that were underneath her.
Yo, Giselle you are just a nasty excuse for a human. I really do hope that your kids really are not like you. I really do hope that.
I hope
because
they don't grow
it's nasty to see the way that you treat this woman because you decided to spread a rumor on her husband and she put you in check. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You are stupid.
Because
and then you have, first and foremost, you owe an apology to Charisse. You owe an apology to Karen. You owe an apology to Ashley. You owe an apology to Monique. You owe an apology to Wendy, to Ray, to Eddie, to Chris, to Candace. You owe an apology to the audience.
Go on an apology tour, sis.
There are a list
of people.
A whole list. Katie, there's a complete list of people that I can name that you owe an apology to. Ma'am, you better miss me with this apology nonsense. You better miss me with this. I'm done with Giselle. Thank you.
Girl.
From now on, she is no longer, that's not someone that I address at all. She's not a human.
I mean, and I think that people have to stop giving her freedom to get away with this nonsense. For her to be quoted as a ghost producer, then then that means that there's a problem with the production team, right? Stop it. Just be a regular person, be on the freaking show, and stop trying to create mess. She is a vile creature. And she's a
disgusting
when you
organism.
have that type of envy for somebody, the only person it hurts is you. Because her heart,
repugnant.
Let me tell you, there are people who die because of diseases of the heart that are not even the function of lifestyle. Right?
Let them have it.
Listen. So what I'm going to say is, if you don't get your heart fixed to the core.
Come on now.
I hope nothing bad happens to it.
Done.
Because I'm not even going to talk about all the syndromes that could happen, but I hope nothing bad happens to it. Done. Because what's going to happen is there's a black hole that's going to develop. Okay? It's a dark space there. And so as it eats her up, I hope she rectifies it and she fixes it real quick, because this is bad. Because if you can imagine, you know, like when you get angry and you hate somebody, it's like every time I watch like Evelyn Lozada whenever she used to get mad, and you see, the veins, like you can just see, like, hypertension is a real thing, y'all. Like, like this is a real thing. So
it really is.
I honestly, I like to stay away from people like Giselle.
Yeah.
There's nobody in my life that I could say is like Giselle, and I thank God for that.
She has real hatred. Like
pure,
let's put this aside.
undefiled.
Let's put like she has real hatred in her heart for this woman. She has real life hatred for her, for Monique. For what reason? Who knows?
Monique had the wealth that Giselle wishes she could have had. Monique had the confidence that Giselle wishes she could have had. Monique had a beauty that Giselle wishes she could have had.
Yeah.
Had the kids Giselle, or the lifestyle she wanted.
I will say that is something that I told Mare. I said, listen, I think with Giselle, what it is with these women, Wendy, Monique, Candace, even people that she hates, Giselle is a woman that I think that throughout her life was told that she will be perceived in a certain way, that she would succeed in a certain way in different aspects of her life, be it relationship, be it finances, be it what status, social status, whatever it may be. And these women are reminders of the ways that she has not succeeded.
Absolutely.
Right? Wendy is highly educated. Wendy is chocolate, highly chocolate.
Beautiful.
Highly chocolate. She has a beautiful chocolate husband. Woo-hoo. She has a beautiful chocolate children that make a beautiful chocolate family. With those beautiful chocolate degrees.
And now, her husband likes her.
Her husband loves her, likes her, and they are
friends.
They are friends. Just not what's her name? Not Monique. Wendy came on to Potomac.
Yeah.
And she doesn't actually need Potomac. Potomac can be a side gig for her. But what we're seeing from people like Giselle, people like Ashley, people like Robin, unfortunately, I think they are willing to go as low as possible because this is all they have. Ooh. Before this, Giselle did not have a professorship at John Hopkins University.
No, she didn't.
Giselle didn't have that. I keep messing up these people's names. Ashley and Robin did not have that.
Nothing.
Robin was not married. Excuse me. What am I even saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She didn't have a person that liked her
or supported her.
We can pull up the receipts.
Wanted to be around her. No, I will. I'll put that. I'll insert clip here.
We can pull up the receipt. Thank you. We can pull up the receipts.
I'm tired of living like this. Do you really expect to live? If I didn't have Courtney Card, I'd be gone already. Damn.
The receipts. So I'm so done with these. And then Mia is just.
She's a goodness. Sorry,
goodness me.
Wendy was activated when she said it. You're slow.
Oh,
you are slow. And she is slow.
Good.
You know?
Oh my word.
So really, you know me, I have a deference for women who are intelligent. And you know I've never liked Mia. So I can't even hide that. Like, who are like, just get away from me.
Yeah.
But anyway, that is it with Potomac. We are progressively waiting episode by episode. And we are waiting for something.
Yeah, we want to say one thing, actually, regarding Ashley and just saying anything, anyhow, anywhere as she likes. This is the reason why I think that this whole traditional conversation should not be on this television show because they don't know what the hell they are doing about. And what they are talking about. See how Ashley's just throwing things out whenever and wherever. When it comes to Aneka, I'm still waiting as to how Wendy's mother and the word shrine come into the same sentence and why in the season's preview, she was yelling at Wendy saying that her mom is submitting names to shrines. That's still a ridiculous accusation.
Absolutely.
Still ridiculous. We're still waiting for that. We will wait and see. Regardless, this should not be on reality TV, but I'm happy to know the only person for me that was vindicated yesterday was Dr. Wendy Osefo. Yes, she has a PhD.
Say that, Dr. Harder.
Thank you. Say a little. She's a doctor. Wendy Osefo. Thank you so much. She was the only one that was vindicated because she says she is not. Thank you. We can move on. I'm done with Potomac.
That is right. That is right. So we will wait. We have something special. We will wait.
We'll wait.
Whew.
They that wait on the Lord shall renew their
strength, and they shall mount up on
eagle's wings. Thank you. So literally you just took it right out my mouth. Thank you.
I'm telling you.
All right.
Let's go on. What's the next show we got to talk about?
Which one? Beverly Hills, Salt Lake City, or let's do Salt Lake City.
Yeah, because I just finished actually watching it. So yes, let's do that one.
Let's talk Salt Lake City. And I guess the big thing that we can talk about is Monica versus the cast. So, Monica. Okay, Monica currently on the season. She came on this season. She's new, Monica Garcia, and she came on as a friend of Angie, not a friend of the show, but like, by way of, Angie Catanevas, and Lisa Barlow. But as soon as she came on the scene, she switched sides, and she started arguing with Angie, yelling at Angie, and siding with Meredith. And Heather and them, and trying to like get in good with them. Okay, cool. Let's call it you're trying to get to know your castmates. Fine. But since then, we have seen her relationship with her mother. We have heard her story of her having an affair with her husband's sister's husband. We have
I can't even follow.
Right, that's a pretty wild one, and people thought this was funny. And I've been saying from the beginning, that's not funny. I don't really understand how that's relatable. We've seen and we've heard her say that she, in order to try to relate to the other women, she went out and bought a Louis Vuitton bag to fit in. The whole internet blew up saying how relatable she is. I think it was the last episode I said, to me, that's not relatable. If you tell me that you got a bag from Shein, then I will tell you that you're a Fashion Nova. Then you can relate to me. But Louis V, okay. I mean, I can afford a Louis V bag, but still, I'm not gonna do that to fit in, right? Anyways, so now we are at the point where on this last episode we see Monica and Lisa Barlow arguing. Now I'm going to take off my I like Lisa Barlow hat and put it aside. We see them arguing at Whitney's event. I'm going to call it for what it is. First of all, both of them were wrong. But Lisa Barlow was more wrong in this situation. Because Lisa Barlow is sitting here arguing up a storm about really nothing. She's really just upset that Angie and Monica have made up. And I don't really understand grown women getting upset because somebody else is friends with somebody else.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, what?
I can't understand that. I can't relate to that. I can't connect with that. It does not resonate with me, my personality. If that's what loyal is, y'all, I'm not loyal then.
That happens quite a lot to me in my personal life with certain people.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Mare, are you serious?
I'm so serious. Like,
you get some new friends. I'm not doing that. What?
Yeah. I'm like, why are we trying to control who's friends with who? Like, we're whole grown adults. Like, we can form relationships with whomever we want to form relationships with.
Anybody.
But I think what Lisa is identifying is that in some way she feels a little threatened, right?
By that relationship.
And like I always say, if you have a good friendship with someone, you should never feel threatened that they make friends with somebody else.
Yeah. It shouldn't be an issue.
So I don't think this was so infantile.
Yeah, I don't think this was a good look for Lisa at all. And it was pretty, I don't know, it was just very, very weird because you can tell that a lot of her frustration and anger and it seemed like built up aggression. She does not like Monica. And Lisa sees something in Monica that the rest don't see.
Which I kind of agree.
Yeah, she sees you're yelling at your mother in a way that I cannot relate to.
Right.
Which I know on our last episode, I think both of us had brought that up, or one of us had brought that up.
Yeah.
That we just can't relate to the way in which she is speaking to her mother. And we chalk that up to, people interpret and exhibit their trauma in different ways. Fair enough. But since then, Heather has come out to say that she says Monica is full of lies. There's nothing that, like Candace says, the truth ain't in you. You a liar, and the truth ain't in you. And we find out that Monica and Heather's beauty lab company are actually suing each other.
Oh my God. that Monica like had put her name under different like aliases or something like that and didn't pay for her services.
Yeah.
I believe that's what I saw.
So she says. So we're about to see that play out on Salt Lake City. But I would love to know, Mayor, what do you think? What do you think about this? Because there's a lot of Monica stans out there. But I've always said something in the milk ain't clean with this one.
No, I think something in the milk isn't clean with her for sure. And it'll only come to reveal itself once the season episodes like keep coming.
Yeah.
But the way that she, the most relatable part about her that I saw was like that episode where she was like dropping off her kids to school, and I was like, yeah, we need to see more of those type of things where it's cold outside. I'm not wearing heels to shovel snow.
Yeah.
Like I'm actually wearing the appropriate attire and things like that. So I thought that was like really relatable. But I think she's also somebody to be feared. She was she was close to Jen Shaw. Not saying that what Jen Shaw did was correct, but she admitted she's the one who testified against her or something of that nature.
Something like that.
Like had a person in the CIA, a friend, all of that stuff, right?
Yeah.
So she has certain ways about her because, there are some people who would never say anything. They would be like, no, I'm not snitching on anybody, right? But Monica, I think she irreverently doesn't have anything to lose. She tells her stories as is, right? Yes, I had an affair. Yes, I brought a Louis Vuitton bag to fit in. And then in the same breath, you're going to get upset that Lisa is losing her $60,000 ring or something of that nature. Something isn't right. And if her mom is crazy, I'm not going to deny that her mom is not crazy, but there is her truth, the mom's truth, and then there's the truth that's in between. Something is going on. So I like her. I want to like her, but I also want her to tell the truth.
Yeah, I can say the same thing, that there are parts where I'm like, yeah, I like you. There are parts when I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't get behind it. And I think for me, there's nothing wrong with somebody being able to tell their own story. And let me just say that there's nothing wrong with someone being able to tell their own story. However, I find issue when someone is trying to control the narrative. And I see aspects of control in Monica telling her story the same way I see it in Ashley Darby and Mia over in Potomac.
Absolutely.
Mia has this mindset that if she's the one that's able to tell you first, then it's not wrong. Does that make sense? Like if she's able to tell you she had an affair with a married man and that's why she's married to G, and she had sex with him on the beach and that's why they got married and whatever, then the act of adultery is not wrong because she's the one that's able to just openly admit to saying to what she did. Does that make sense? And I feel like that's the same thing with Monica here. Like we're able to, not me. The audience is able to laugh and find it so awesome that she's able to be so open about the affair that she had and destroying 2 families. Because she's the one that said it, and she's the one that like openly is like, yeah, I committed adultery, and that's why I'm here now, and whatever the case is. And that openness, she thinks, is like, that is my connection to the audience because I can be so open about my scandalous and salacious past. And I'm like, I take issue with people like that because those types of people, you're right, they're scary because they're showing me that they have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They will do anything to claw, take down, and
make it seem like it's okay. I think the moral decadence of society speaks very low, like when it comes to people like her.
Yeah.
But
we lose that on these shows because it's funny. It's entertainment.
We do. And it's entertainment because it's also mind numbing, right?
Yeah.
Like it's so mind numbing that it goes over your brain that you can't actually identify like, hey, did she really just say that? Oh, hey, yo, that's wrong, right? Like, nobody is like, I won't say nobody, but most people are just not aware. Like, are we not awake?
Yeah.
Right. And then this past episode, she was crying at Angie, talking about that was the most family thing that my kids have ever done. And then obviously ever since the divorce, all that stuff is like, sis, you're the cause. Like you are the cause. And I was going to ask a question because I don't think I watched that episode where she had, admitted to the rumor. Like, did she ever say like, I felt so bad for what I did?
I don't
Ever?
remember. I don't remember. I don't know. She could have.
She
But
could have.
I don't remember
Yeah.
hearing that in terms of like her marriage and how she handled that. I don't remember hearing that. But
Well,
I agree with you. When I saw that scene with her and Angie and she was crying, like that's the most family things that my kids have done. And I'm like, well, you did take that away from your family, your kids, because if they were children that had that beforehand when they were married, and if you said that like your husband was the one that, or ex-husband was the one that had the family and had the connection, and why did you ruin that? Why did you participate in destroying that? And I need people to understand so that way people don't intentionally misunderstand me. The only reason why I'm bringing up Monica in this situation, not the other man that she was having an affair with, is because Monica's the one that's on this show.
That's right.
So
and she's the one who told us the story.
She's the one that told us the story. So I'm not, obviously, because the destruction and the demolition of Monica's family is shut up. The demolition of Monica's family is not solely on Monica, right? Two people
were involved in this.
We're involved in that?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. But Monica's the one that's on the show. She's the only one I'm going to talk about. So just,
Yeah. So I will agree with Lisa that Monica is manipulative.
Yeah.
I think Lisa hit it nail on the head in her assessment of Monica. Yet I can still believe that Monica did have elements of abuse with her mother. I can still believe that. But I also do agree with Lisa that she can be a little manipulative.
Yeah.
And it goes alongside with what you're saying about her trying to control the narrative. And Lisa has peeped it. And that's why I think Lisa has had it up to here. Like
I also think Monica could have potentially, I'm just making the guess, this is my theory, she could have been a fan of the show beforehand. You know what I mean? So, I mean, we've seen other fans of the shows that come on and, do their best to try to take down the person that the audience deems as like, their fan favorite or whatever the case is. Right. So I think that's what could potentially be happening here. Because let's be honest, like, Lisa complaining about this ring, though it was annoying, it was funny because it's nothing I actually find it more funny when
hilarious.
Things happen that I can't relate to.
It was
hilarious. You have a $60,000 ring that you just lost in an airport bathroom.
And they're like all looking for it underneath the seats in the thing and all that stuff. I mean, that's reality TV gold.
And then Heather is in the other stall, literally recording, while we hear Lisa Barlow in the background. Has anyone found my ring? Like, that's
the type of stuff we like.
Honestly. Thank you so much. That's what we like. That's the funny that we want. Yeah. So, it is privileged, and that's the thing that like it's removed from me.
Yes.
There's something about that just makes it like, I agree. This is removed from me. I can laugh at this.
You know what it reminds me of? Kathy Hilton, homeless, not toothless, toothless, not homeless.
Kathy Hilton is a perfect example.
My God.
Kathy Hilton could potentially be problematic.
Yes.
If you take Kathy Hilton seriously, she could be problematic. When she said, I don't see color, I'm like, well, ma'am, do you know what year you're in? Did you forget? You in the, did you know that you
my veins are popping out.
You know what I mean? Like, ma'am, did you know you're on TV?
Oh
like,
my God.
This is the year 2020 something.
She don't care.
But it's just that whole, like, the aloofness to reality is what's funny.
Yes.
Give us that. We don't need to be.
And you know it's not malicious. Like, you just know it's not malicious. Because you, like, she's like, oh, I'm going through the airport. I'm wearing slippers.
She's wearing slippers. Funny enough, she's wearing the Hilton slippers. Her
hotel. Like, she's like, you know, that's what you call rich B problems right there. I want those problems. Those problems that Kathy Hilton has, that's the problems I want. Okay?
Girl.
But that is the type of fun lightheartedness about the Real Housewives that we like to see. We like to laugh. We love to enjoy that stuff, right? So Lisa Barlow can, she can get it wrong and get it right, but she gets it right most times instead of getting it wrong. She is hilarious.
She does.
She is hilarious.
Lisa Barlow's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
I posted a clip on our Instagram. Lisa Barlow was like, I guess, shouting out people from BravoCon, and she was like, Tamara. I really like Tamara. And she has this friend, Teddy, who has a little cute friend, who has a little cute podcast. You know, Tamara. And I'm like, Lisa has no idea that her name is Tamara.
None.
No
none
idea.
At all.
None. And the fact that she's calling it a cute little podcast, hilarious.
Yes.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Girl, no, I don't care. Lisa Barlow is it, and I think she is funny.
She's the star of Salt Lake City, period. She's the like, ever since she got up from under Meredith's behind, like, Lisa Barlow has extended to being the star.
She absolutely
That's
has.
It. Hello, baby gorgeous. We love you.
Hey, baby gorgeous.
Okay?
We do. I do want to say one thing.
Yes.
I am very confused with Heather this season. Heather has made it her point, business and mission to, no pun intended, to really concern herself with the fact that Lisa Barlow is not including her on the information regarding her son going on a mission.
Yeah.
Really?
No, because I thought it was so stupid. And I'm just, but this is the thing is this. Let's use the frontal lobe of our brain, people.
Please.
Right?
Please.
You in the previous episode talked about how you did not approve of what Jack was doing. Okay. You expressed yourself. Then Lisa decides that she's going to share that information with the people who actually support her and her child. Why are you upset?
And let's also talk about in season 1, 2, and 3, Heather has actively sought out ways to ensure that Lisa Barlow knows that she does not like she does not like Lisa. She has systematically tried to destroy this woman because she's mad because she said honor code what? Like, Heather really does not like Lisa. Lisa understands that at every reunion, Heather has the same type of Giselle hatred that she has. Heather has that same thing for Lisa. Why do you keep on poking and prodding at this? And why is the expectation that this woman is going to tell you information about her child?
I would never. I would never. First of all, going to and fro, talking to housewife, talking about, oh, Jack is doing this. I never thought that they were this, whatever else. You're not going to be invited.
You're not.
You're just not.
And she's upset because she feels rejected.
She feels rejected. It's another reminder of the rejection of the Mormon church. Baby, you left. You left. Get over it. I'm sorry. She needs to get over it. She's insecure because Heather is that girl, and we saw it on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip.
Yeah.
She just always wanted to be included. She's not comfortable being by herself. She's not comfortable in her own skin. She's not comfortable in her own mind. So this is not a reminder of your exclusion from the Mormon church. This is a reminder that you need to do a lot of self-work.
Yeah.
You need to really love who you are. Accept the choices that you have made and the consequences therein.
Heather came on to Salt Lake City thinking she was playing a game.
Come on.
Thinking that she was, and you did that, and you got so wrapped up in the fandom and the everything, and people could not stand you. You stuck by Jen.
I know.
You stuck by Jen
like an idiot.
Like an idiot, and she made you look stupid.
Gave you a black eye. No, that's allegedly, y'all. Allegedly.
But she made you look stupid, non-allegedly. I'm sorry. I just can't understand this projection of I'm feeling rejected by Lisa Barlow. And this is what I mean by when forget it.
I agree. And I just want to say also, really great way that I know that Lisa and her husband have raised wonderful children is that the way that Jack came up and greeted Heather at the party. And I was like, that boy is just so wonderful and so wholesome, and just came up and said, hey, hi. Did he call her auntie? I don't know. Maybe that was my imagination.
No, he said
Heather, and gave her a hug and all that stuff. Even though, and we remember, Lisa has already told Jack that Heather has been speaking ill of his choices, right? But look at this young man still coming up and showing the due respect that he can to somebody who's older than him in that moment.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on to Beverly Hills.
Oh, okay. So 2 things to talk about in Beverly Hills. So the women are now they have gone to Vegas for Crystal's birthday. And sorry, I'm laughing because these producers, they ain't nothing. The fact that they actually cut out, they're in Vegas for Crystal's birthday, and they basically cut out all of Crystal's birthday. Like
really?
we haven't
Why?
gotten we haven't gotten anything really about Crystal's birthday other than they went to the Magic Mike show.
I see what you mean.
Right, there's no like birthday party or anything, but maybe it's to come. Maybe it's to come. Who knows? But either way, so they're in Vegas. They go to a Magic Mike show, and the consensus is wear pants. If you want to be caught on stage, you have to wear pants. Now,
did Sutton wear pants?
Sutton wore pants. Now, before I get there, if I'm going on a girls' trip and people tell me that I'm going to a Magic Mike show, first and foremost, I have to understand where I'm going, right? Second of all, if they tell me if you want to be called on stage, you have to wear pants, that's going to lead me to think, well, what's going to happen, right? What's going to happen that is so inappropriate that I have to wear pants, that I cannot wear just anything? A skirt, right? Okay, cool. So they're in Las Vegas. They go to Magic Mike show. I think everybody except Garcelle, Kyle, and Dorit wore pants. Okay. Two men come up. They grab Crystal and Erica. Crystal and Erica are on stage. Okay. We see Sutton now starting to sulk. Okay. Sutton then begins to like gradually escalate. As we were watching the show. Sorry.
She's mad that she didn't get picked.
She turns over to Garcelle and yells, I wore pants for nothing.
Well, I mean, that's it. She's mad she didn't get picked.
And then all of a sudden we see Erica. Now, Erica is really into this show. Erica said, I'm going to show y'all that I'm a showman on this show.
And Erica's single, so she can do that, child.
But Erica, she also...
Because I actually didn't see this episode, so I'm having fun hearing this.
Okay, so imagine these legs are Erica's legs. My fingers are Erica's legs, right? So these are legs. Erica said,
she split them out?
I can't even split my fingers like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, she spread
and
them.
Did the man get on top of her like boom boom?
He took his face and put his thing right up in that thing.
Oh my god.
It was rated X. It was rated X. Now obviously like this was just a replication of oral sex. It wasn't actually happening because it's a show. It's just a replication of it. I mean, you're on a stage with, it's a Magic Mike show. I don't know what you thought you were going to. So Crystal over there doing her thing as well. They picking her up, flipping her up and down, whatever. Same thing with Erica. Erica's like really into it though. She's like showing y'all that she is a showman. So Sutton is like,
wait, Sutton started covering her eyes?
Yes.
Wait, she actually,
no, was it her eyes or
she started doing this?
No, she did this. Sorry, it was her mouth. Sorry. I'm just trying to remember. She did this. And then at some point, she's like, oh, no. And Garcelle sees like, she's upset. Turns to someone else and says she wore pants for nothing. And then that's when Sutton gets up and walks away. Now, as she's walking away, we hear her saying things like, I'm on the board of the American Board of Ballet or whatever it's called.
What, so she can't be caught in a Magic Mike show? Is that why? Why she said that?
So Sutton felt that the replication of oral sex is not on brand with her brand.
Then why did you come to the show?
So that was my question. Literally, I'm like, you are making this big deal.
Why did she wear pants?
She brought ones.
Why did she have bills?
And I was wondering, Sutton, where did you think you were going to place those ones? What did you think you were going to do with the ones?
Back in her wallet?
Oh, I'm not really understanding what's going on.
She was salty. She was salty that she did not get chosen, that she didn't get the full-on action by hot men.
Which the other women pointed out that if Sutton had actually just waited maybe like 15 more minutes, they came back and got more women.
Oh, they did?
One person came back and gave Garcelle a lap dance. By entry, Garcelle's not wearing pants.
Oh my.
Yeah, gave Garcelle a lap dance. Another person came back, grabbed Kyle and brought Kyle on stage and licked whipped cream off of Kyle.
Ooh.
Kyle was also not wearing pants.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think they were obviously trying to like include the women. Like, okay, this is, I mean, if you think about it, if I'm at work and the cast of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is
they're
here.
They're going to tell you about them.
Yeah, they're going to tell you. You're going to give them a little bit of special treatment. Yeah. You know what I mean? So if Sutton had like, just given that like, just wait a second, but she didn't. Because per her word, she was just disgusted with what was being shown.
It's okay. No, she get a life, because I also I've seen clips of how she treated that guy. Is it Ari? Like the guy that was like supposed to unpack her suitcase or something like that or whatever, whoever he is, that man. And just how she brushed him off and stuff.
It was so wrong.
I was like, that's just so rude and so wrong on so many levels. Like, cut that out, right?
Yeah.
Get a life. And also, what is it? Somebody also said that Erica and Sutton are the same age. Let's just like look at that together. And I was like, whoa, I did not know that those two people were the same age. Yeah, they're the same age. I'm like, wow, Erica looks great. Erica looks great. Wow. No, I mean, from what you're saying, like she was salty, and she should have just owned up to that. She should have been like, I'm being an insecure little woman right now. Yeah. Because I should have been chosen. Am I not pretty enough? Is it because I'm not thick enough? Is it because of whatever the question is that you have for yourself? You know, just be upfront about it. You know, and call it a day.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too because I personally think that I don't like when Sutton acts bad, because when she does, it makes it hard and it overshadows when someone that I think is just really annoys me. Kyle was antagonizing Sutton during this whole time. When Sutton Sutton got to a point where she was de-escalated because Garcelle went out and spoke to her and calmed her down, and Kyle came to start poking the bear more? Again. Yeah, she came for more and kept going and going. No, because Kyle doesn't drink anymore.
Oh,
so she wasn't drunk, but she just kept going and going and going. And Kyle does this thing where she just continues to poke and prod until someone reacts, and then she likes to play the victim.
Can she go away already?
Girl, I don't know.
No, I mean, and also like, this is not even alleged anymore. Like, I think this whole storyline that she has with her and Maurizio going through whatever they're going through, just letting y'all know, she said during BravoCon that they are getting a divorce.
She has since redacted that statement and says she misspoke.
Oh, girl, bye. That's what we call a Freudian slip, meaning that is actually true. It's actually true, but you just let it just slipped right out. So we'll say it's alleged, but you said what you said, and I'm tired of her storyline, whatever.
All right.
But yes, 52 years old. Erica is 52. Wow. And Sutton is 52.
Wow.
Kyle is 54. Garcelle is 56.
Wow. Is Garcelle the oldest?
I believe so. Yes. Oh. The oldest, but she looked good.
Yeah, she does look good. How old is Dorit?
She looks younger than what's her name? Erica, for sure.
How old is Dorit?
Dorit is 47. 47. And we know the youngest
Garcelle
one
looks younger than her.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I know, but you know, hey.
One more thing about Beverly Hills before we move on to Miami. So, Beverly Hills, at the end of this episode, we see Garcelle expressing to the women how she does not trust them around her children. Dorit is the only one that pushes back and says, but we said sorry.
That's not enough. Like, and also saying sorry doesn't mean that I'm going to bring my kids around you.
Correct.
Thank you for the apology, but that does not mean anything.
But Dorit is offended by it. By the fact that she is so hurt to the core that Garcelle doesn't trust her around her kids.
Well, okay.
That's Dorit's. Like, the thing is, like, I don't think that Dorit understands. I'm going to try so hard to just... I don't think Dorit understands that she is trying to make her issue Garcelle. Like, she wants Garcelle to have an issue with it. Like, she wants her to coddle her, whatever her problems are. No one cares, Dorit. I'm so sorry. We don't. Garcelle. That's not Garcelle's issue. Garcelle's.
It isn't.
Her main concern are her children.
That's right.
That's her concern, and it's not you, sweetheart.
No.
And I don't know if it's your privilege that has you believing that Garcelle should worry about you.
I don't know. You said it in that TikTok. You're like, you guys are grown people who were laughing about somebody saying those words that Erica said to Garcelle's child. Why would I trust you again to be around my child? Again? Like, that would never be.
It would never, ever be. And to be honest with you, when I saw those two grown men laughing at this little child that got, not little, excuse me, but this Garcelle's child that got cursed out by Erica, by another grown woman, you know what I thought of? During June of 2020, and all the protests and the civil unrest was happening.
Yeah.
I saw a child holding up a sign that said, "When do I go from cute to a threat?" And it made me think of that. And I'm like, this is the reason why I really, really wish that Garcelle had, when Dorit said, do you think we're racist? That she had said, yes, I do. I really wish she had said that, because there is an intentional lack of consciousness amongst these women, most especially Dorit. I think Dorit may have amnesia, and she may be forgetting that just a few seasons ago, she told Garcelle to her face and on this platform, thank God there were cameras and a mic there, that the only colored people that her children
have seen are the help.
encounter are the ones that work for them.
And she thought that was so okay to say that time. I was looking at her like, do you know how insensitive that statement is? That you have only given your children access to seeing people who work for you are the only brown people that they've ever seen in their life. You haven't given them access to see brown people who are owners, brown people who are CEOs, brown people who have money, and they exist up where y'all live.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No,
Yeah.
like, I will say this. It's like, I like I said, Garcelle doesn't have the vocabulary to set these women straight or to identify exactly what her experiences are with them in a way that they are going to actually get it and understand. But all the same,
Crystal does, but she's scared.
Yeah, she's scared, but also she I don't know, she may, but I don't think that it's as well put together as somebody like Wendy may be able to say about, or as somebody like what's that lady from New York, Ebony Williams, may be able to like conjure up and directly say exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So I mean, all the more I just think the Beverly Hills cast, I won't say that they're racist. I think there's a difference between being racist and saying racist things and doing racist things, right? Because like you said, there's an ignorance there, right? She not knowing gives you this opportunity, or pretending that you don't know or whatever and all that stuff. You are doing racist things. Now, to be racist is to actively, like, you know, you're standing on exactly what you believe and what you think. And I just don't think that a lot of these women have filtered those things out yet in their head and in their brain. So
okay, I hear that. I understand that. I hear you. And that is where I disagree, because in this conversation, I do believe that Dorit was standing on that belief. She feels that she should have access to Garcelle's children for whatever reason. She feels that is something that she should have. I don't really understand. And the laughing at her son by Mauricio, PK, Kyle, and Dorit, it pissed me off to a level, because I don't think that people understand the adultification of Black children. You know what I'm saying? And how people mentally grow them up. Right. Yes. So Dorit standing 10 toes down in her belief that she should somehow have access to Garcelle's children, I think is racist. And I think Dorit standing on that belief, I'm sorry. I'm just
okay. I can understand that, and I think also for the audience, if you don't understand this, when Diana's talking about the adultification of Black children, you know, it's a very real thing, right?
Very real.
And if I can go into Garcelle's brain, if I'm assuming correctly of what she's even saying about not giving them access to her kids, this is about her kids' safety.
It is.
Right? This is all about safety, and unfortunately, for a lot of Black children, they are not safe. And so to be in this environment where the child can be accosted the way that he was, and then also went after on social media. There was an army coming after.
Thank you. Saying things like, we're going to hang you by your neck. You're lucky that your daddy is what? Come on.
Exactly.
Like, this is something that Dorit is intentionally missing, because she knows that these things were here. And let me also say this.
I can see that, yeah.
I think last week or so, something came out. Our good friend Philly Diva, she posted something that Andy allegedly said about how he would like Diana Jenkins to come back, because that's where he wants the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills
for real
to be. Hold up. So this was posted. I think Diana posted it. And Kyle, Erica,
they
Renna,
all liked it.
Dorit commented on
What
it.
did they say?
Yes. Brenna said they missed you. Like they missed their opportunity with having you, without like getting you, like not having you on the show, blah, blah, blah. Like basically concurring. Andy then commented on Philly Diva's post and said, "This is not true. I did not speak on Diana, and Diana was not ever brought up to me at BravoCon."
Oh, wow.
But for me, my eye caught the castmates of Garcelle that supported that.
It was almost every castmate. I think I saw even what's
too.
her name? Crystal also commented,
She did.
think, on that too. So everybody but Sutton.
She did. They absolutely did. So, and these are people that should be trusted.
Exactly.
With Garcelle's children. A woman that
business.
is a racist.
Yeah.
Stand overtly on business. So. No,
Garcelle has every right to protect her children, and anybody who doesn't like it can kick rocks.
Yeah. All right. Miami, I guess all to say is that we are really happy that Gertie is healed. It's cancer free.
Thank you, Jesus.
We saw in this past episode that Gertie told her friends.
Can I just say how much I loved that? Can I just say, I mean, Adriana's reaction.
I'm not gonna lie. I got like, I have an uncomfortable laugh, like very uncomfortable laugh. Adriana's, I laughed.
I know. Didn't it? I saw somebody post on social media that it was akin to when Kenya Moore had talked about her. Yeah, and then Cynthia was like, oh!
And Kenya goes, Cynthia. Fake tears, anyways, but whatever.
Oh my God. But that moment, I loved every single moment of it because that is sisterhood.
Yes.
Right? It was amazing. And I'm glad that Dr. Nicole set up that little brunch because she knew something was wrong with Gertie, and she's just like, no, like, let's, get the friends together.
Yes.
And I thought that was I'm so happy that she has them as support, and especially even like having somebody, Dr. Nicole.
Thank you.
She can lean on, who knows the medical field very well and knows exactly, any specialist that she can go to. And then also even having Julia who just went through this.
I think the moment with Julia was probably my favorite moment. Because when Gertie, I think it's so natural when something happens to us to then go into this spiral of worrying about the people that are around us. And actually not focusing on ourselves, especially as Black women. We do that all the time. So I loved hearing Julia bring her back to reality. Like, Gertie, don't worry about Russell. He will be okay. Worry about you. Now, that doesn't take away from like caretaker burnout or anything like that, but
correct.
She's able to share from experience.
Yes.
She's just not saying this as a friend. She's saying this from experience. You need to focus on you, and you need to focus on getting well. If you really want to worry about your loved ones, focus on getting well. He will be okay. And I just thought it was just such an empowering, loving space.
It really was.
Space. And this is what I talk about when I say that the Miami stories will write themselves.
They do. They are genuine people who are sharing their genuine experiences. And I loved it. Like Julia just saying, like, we do it out of love. Don't think of it as a sacrifice.
Thank you.
I was like, wow.
Thank you.
Like, us being married to you, it's not a sacrifice when this happens. We are doing it out of love.
Yeah.
Because you are me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was remarkable. And I even bringing that whole Julia moment up, I know I was like watching as Gertie was trying to tell them the way Julia held Dr. Nicole's hand before Gertie could actually say the full words out.
Yeah. It's crazy. I do, unfortunately, we have to segue to the part where Larsa, she has a conversation with Larsa about it. Larsa, let's just call it what it is. She's not creating a safe space for Gertie to share anything as her friend. Larsa is dim. And
it's the fact that dense. She was just like, how do you know? How do you know? What do you mean? How do you know?
So
that I have cancer.
Bravo shared a sneak peek, and Larsa just continued to berate Gertie with, how do you know?
My God.
How do you know? How do you know? And then proceeds to go and tell all of the other women.
She's filthy. I don't like her.
Anyways, but that's it. That's all, folks.
Yes, that is all. And thank you all for listening. Please make sure that you check us out on TikTok, Instagram, And YouTube at Reality Check Podcast. And then
Please
check
do.
us out on Twitter at realitycheck_P. We really do appreciate you guys for listening. Please make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, and also repost.
Please. And share.
And share. Okay.
Please. Thank you all so much. We love y'all.
Yes.